Actually, I'm working on Tony Rice's Santa Cruz. Okay, it's going to need a neck reset, some fret work, but the tuners are wore. So I'm actually rebuilding the tuners. So I'm going to show you the process of rebuilding these tuners. I've already rebuilt these two, but I figured because this is a guitar of some historical significance, I want to rebuild these tuners because I want as much original of this guitar as possible. Now, when these wear, the points that you got to pay close attention to are right here and over here. This forms kind of like a yoke, and over time they'll spread and they'll allow this to get real sloppy. The other area is in here on the gear. I guarantee you the tuner's not supposed to come up and down like that, so they're loose. Okay, I'm using a little vise, and I'm not squeezing this in too hard. This is just to keep it secure. I gotta lift these two tabs from the stamping process, and I've ground this screwdriver so I can get underneath the tab. See how I pop that up? And this one I can pop up. And be careful, they're sharp, so you don't want to stick it in your hand. Once I get this up enough, I'm going to grab the pliers and I'm going to lift these out and flatten them. So I can pull this up. I can pull this up, and then they'll come off. Okay, so now I want to open this one up. You see, I'm using the vise so I can push. I get my flat pliers, and I can stand this up. Now that allows me to pop this off, and you don't want to pry it that you leave scratch marks, so you come in along the side and you can lift this nice and easy. And like I said, be careful, it's sharp. You don't want to shun it through your hands. There we go. And sometimes they just want to argue with you. There you go. Now I can get in there, and you can see that popped it right up. Come over here, pop it up. Pop it up. You notice how I'm rolling it. I'm not prying it. That part is fine. This we want to tighten.
Let's stop there. We got a minute.
Okay. I'm going to put this in here because I don't want to put a pliers on the post. That way I can put this into here. And now I can tighten my screw back up because this is loose. And the screw is going to keep the post from spinning. So now we have resecured the gear. That's fine. Now, to tighten this part, right here, this yoke needs to be peened over, and I'm going to just put that right here, because this side, right here, the vertical, that's what I want to tap on. And I'm just going to lightly tap it. And now you can see that takes the play out. There's just a little bit there because I don't want it to bind the tuner. And it's just a nice, yeah, maybe you can see better there. Here. And it doesn't take much. But now, whoop, now that's secure. We're going to put this back together. This goes in this way. You can see where my tabs line up. And you can see the one tab goes in. This is a spread a little bit. I can take this, gently tighten the vise, and that will drop, that will shut this up so I can drop this onto the tab. See that? That goes down on there so I don't have to beat on it. And now, pliers, I'm going to lean this over. Going to lean that over. And now I can just peen these down very gently. And then I can set them with a brass bar. Now, the tabs are reset. The toner there's no play in there anymore. And that's how you secure and rebuild one of these. The Clusons, Grovers, they're all basically the same design. And that's how you rebuild an open-backed, square-backed tuner. Done.